Hey guys, so Brittany Pearson, a Californian mother of 4, claimed that the two men who hired her to be a surrogate pressured her to terminate the pregnancy at 24 weeks. But before we get into the details, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss any of our videos. Okay, so Brittany Pearson, who had already been a surrogate to twins before, volunteered to be a surrogate for a gay couple. Unfortunately, during her second trimester, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Since the cancer treatment would be harmful for the baby, she decided to deliver the baby at 24 weeks. The men, however, did not want to accept a premature baby with potential birth defects. They wanted her to immediately terminate the pregnancy. Even though Brittany offered to adopt and care for the child, the state laws on surrogacy did not give Brittany any rights over the child in her womb. Eventually, the child born at 24 weeks died after the men denied the baby life-saving care. Here's Brittany sharing her story.
Did the doctor then say you can't stay pregnant? What was that like?
That was a hard conversation because the way she basically was like, your option is terminate or deliver. And we knew that the dads were extremely against delivering early, obviously. So my OB again tried, she went all the way up the chain of the hospital that she works at. The parents threatened the hospital. They threatened all the doctors. If anyone delivered me, they were going to be sued. They threatened anybody they possibly could with a lawsuit. My OB was trying everything she could to get me to deliver at any of their hospitals, which they were basically refusing because they didn't want that on their hands. And then she was like, well, we can get some people lined up who will adopt. We had, I think, 3 different families lined up that were willing to adopt. I would have taken care of it. Like, I have a sister who would have taken it. And you don't even know how long the baby would have survived. But if he did, life-saving measures at a 25-week baby is not like it used to be. That would have been a death sentence 10 years ago or whatever. But now 25-week babies make it. Yes. And, by kindergarten, they're completely normal. They'd have a couple things, but they're still a baby and they still matter. And he still could have, brought joy to so many different people.
Man, that must have been such a difficult position to be in. She wanted to be a surrogate to help others experience the joy of having children, but ended up seeing her baby die. But she isn't the first to go through this. Over the last decade, there have been several cases where surrogates have tried to prevent the intended parents from aborting the baby due to its potential birth defects. Here's the case of Kelley, another surrogate mother who refused to abort the baby.
Kelley was thrilled when a couple hired her to be their surrogate and carry their baby.
She said, pray for a little girl. I want a little girl.
Ultrasounds halfway through Kelley's pregnancy showed the baby girl growing inside her had severe heart defects, a brain abnormality, and other medical problems.
They said she had a less than 25% chance of being able to have a normal life.
Inside Hartford Hospital in Connecticut, the parents, heartbroken, asked Kelley to have an abortion.
I refused. I couldn't do it. I was the one who was feeling her kick and squirm. I knew she had a fighting spirit, and I wanted to fight for her.
But the parents pleaded with Kelley to let their baby go.
They said that they didn't want to bring a baby into the world only for that child to suffer. They said that I should try to be godlike and have mercy on the child and let her go.
Be godlike and show mercy by killing the child instead of giving the baby a chance to live? To be compassionate and merciful would be giving the child a chance to live no matter what. What if it was not a surrogate baby? Would they be so quick to push for an abortion even then? Or would they be more open to help the child survive and give them the best life possible? But not all intended parents abort babies due to medical complications. For others, it's just about personal preference or inconvenience. Take the case of surrogate Brittney Rose Torres. She was pregnant with triplets, a set of twin boys and a baby girl. The intended parents wanted her to abort the baby girl. Here's the story.
This morning, a surrogate mother carrying triplets is refusing a request by the biological parents to abort one of the unborn babies. The New York Post reports that Brittney Rose Torres agreed to be a surrogate for a couple's 2 fertilized embryos. But then one of those embryos split, resulting in triplets, twin boys and a girl. Torres says the parents are now asking her to abort the female fetus over health concerns, and she is refusing. She is now 17 weeks into her pregnancy in California. CBS News legal expert Ricky Kleeman joins us at the table to discuss. I think this is really tough because the babies are not hers, Ricky, but it is her body. So what are the surrogates' legal rights here?
Well, what you're dealing with here is you have to remember this is commercial surrogacy. That is that you are going to be a surrogate for money. This is a business deal.
The babies are not hers, but it's her body. So surrogates have rights to their own bodies, but not over the children they carry in their womb because the baby is owned by the intended parents. Sounds like my body, my choice doesn't apply to surrogacy. These parents just wanted to keep the twin boys and abort the girl. Was she less valuable than her brothers? What did she do to be treated with less dignity than them? Why did they have the right to survive while hers was taken away? Because like the woman said, surrogacy is a business. It's taken the beautiful miracle of life and turned it into a cold-hearted transaction. If you aren't satisfied with the product, money back guarantee. This is exactly what Khloe Kardashian felt when she used surrogacy to have her second baby. Here's her talking about it.
I definitely buried my head in the sand during that pregnancy, that I didn't digest what was happening. And so I think when I went to the hospital, I really think that was the first time that really registered. And it has nothing to do with the baby. It's just, you're like, okay, we're having a baby and this is my son and I'm taking him home with me. And I definitely was in a state of shock, I think, from my entire experience in general. I felt really guilty that this woman just had my baby and I take the baby and then I go to another room and you're sort of separated. I felt it's such a transactional experience because it's not about him. I wish someone was honest about surrogacy and the difference of it, but it doesn't mean it's bad or good. It's still great. It's just very different.
This is how much she convinced herself about the process. She said she felt less connected because she just woke up one day and realized, oh, today's the day I get my new baby. Then she felt guilty because she sees the mother go through labor, give birth to the child she carried in her womb for 9 months. Then Khloe just takes the baby away, leaving the mother to deal with the trauma alone. She even said it felt transactional and wished someone told her the truth about the harsh reality of surrogacy. And yet she concluded that surrogacy is not bad, but just different. But is that the truth? Of course not. Surrogacy is promoted as a solution or a service for those who are unable to or do not want to get pregnant. But if all you really cared about was having a child of your own, you could always adopt. Instead, women are renting their uterus to produce babies and sell them off. People are picking and choosing their children like they would a new phone or a laptop. Surrogacy is wrong. It puts a price tag on a human life. Children are meant to be a gift from God. Surrogacy diminishes that inherent dignity and worth of children and reduces them to mere objects that can be bought, sold, or even destroyed. So, what do you think about this? Is surrogacy a great option for infertile or gay couples? Should surrogates have rights over the children in the womb? Let us know in the comments below. Also, if you like this new format, let us know by liking and subscribing to our channel. Until next time.